Another thing that's interesting here, and this comes back to the types of companies that are currently at the top of the stock market, technology companies. So that's led some investors to wonder, well, is it because they are so innovative, they are disruptors, and so is that different? Does that mean that the old story about broad diversification, does that go out the window because you have these very innovative companies? And to that point, I would say, look back at some of these companies that used to be at the top of the market in decades past. Even though we didn't call them high technology companies at the time, maybe, many of these companies were very, very innovative. We can go over here and look at DuPont. DuPont was in the top of the stock market for a number of years. DuPont has been an incredibly innovative company in the past, very distant past, mind you. You look at things like Teflon, nylon. These are household items for many people, invented in the 30s by DuPont. And there was probably a time in your life where not a day went by when you didn't use something made out of nylon or Teflon. Even Kevlar. I don't know how often many of you wear a bulletproof vest, but certainly something that is a very innovative technology that has been characteristic of a firm at the top of the market. So again, this idea of innovation being part and parcel of this new normal, of these high technology firms, kind of eludes this idea that companies, even in the past, have been very, very innovative. But I think it is a reminder that things can change in the market, that what is highly innovative today is old news in a few years from now. But what continues to be a great staple for investors is just broad diversification. You don't know what is going to be the next Apple or the next Microsoft. And that's why investors are best served by having a broad diversification where they hold lots of these different types of companies.